Study. There are several students in the library today, but Minnie's nowhere to be seen. Where's Minnie? Linda! What? Is it true? Did you really forgive Damien?
What? You wouldn't.
Well, it's not exactly what happened. Oh really? Because I heard you ask Professor Potsdam if you could let him come to the ball because he's your boyfriend now. That's kind of true, but...
Linda!
What's wrong with you? On top of everything else, he actually tried to kill you. He changed his mind.
That's no excuse.
How could you? How could you forgive him after all that? Because I love him. I know it's crazy, and I know it's bad for me, and I know I shouldn't, but I love him anyway. And he feels the same way about me. He loves me, even if it kills him. My roommates stare at me and I shift awkwardly in place. Get out. What? If you're going to go back to him after everything he's done, then I don't want anything to do with you. You're destroying yourself, so I may as well say goodbye now. You don't mean that. Silence. Ellen?
I agree with Virginia.
But this is my room.
You can come back at night to sleep.
Fine. I stomp out into the hallway and lean back against the wall and side floors. Who needs them anyway? If they really were my friends, they would support me, right? Oh no. This is it. This is the end of the school year. 2 more days of classes and final exams and the ball, and then we go home. Oh no. The exam snack packs are right, does it? This makes studying a little bit easier. On Tuesday morning, someone knocks on our door.
Good morning, here are your exam schedules for the day.
She hands us a piece of paper. Wait, there's a mistake. We're all scheduled for the same time. Didn't you know the final exam is a group exam?
Does that mean if one of us fails, we all fail?
I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. After class period, we arrive for our exam as instructed. All 3 of us.
Hello, my spirited fillies. Today's exam will be work a bit differently than usual. You're going into the dungeon together. Your task is to find the crystal orb and use your energy to light it up before time runs out. It will not be easy to find, and you will face many dangers. You'll need to work together to conquer this challenge. Good luck.
She claps her hands and the world starts to spin. For a moment after the teleport, I'm not sure what's happened, and all around me is complete blackness. Am I in a dungeon? Am I lost somewhere in a void? I'm standing in something, I think. Ellen casts a spell of light, and our surroundings become dimly visible. We're in a vast dark space, empty and silent, and far away from any landmark. Put that light out, it might attract monsters. But we can't see.
If we all huddle around it, it won't get far.
We crouch closer together. Okay, now what? We wait for a moment this time. No booming voice speaks overhead, but apparently Professor Potsdam's instructions are all we got. The rest is up to us.
Wait, before we start, we should talk.
Oh, now you want to talk to me?
I wanted to talk to you before. I just wasn't sure you'd listen.
She won't. She's a waste of time.
We have to try. Linda, you and Damien, you can see why we're upset, can't you?
It's not about you.
That's why. Forget that it's you and him for a moment. Imagine that you had a friend who kept going back to a girlfriend who was hurting him and lying to him. Wouldn't you try to stop him?
Maybe that's not how it is. Everything's different now. He wants to change. See, she's not listening.
People always say they change and they don't.
You don't know him, either of you. You never did.
We know you, and we care about you. I'm afraid you're going to get seriously hurt.
She already was.
Next time, it might not be a professor who saves you, so it's up to us. I don't want to do this, but it's the only way to show you how important this is. I want you to promise me, and I want you to swear a solemn oath that you'll never speak to Damien again, or else.
Or else what?
Or else I'll quit and we all fail this final.
What?
I'm sorry, I don't want to, but I don't know what else to do. And that's what it takes for you to understand that I'm serious then.
Virginia, you're not going to let her do this, are you? It was her idea. I don't care that much about my grades anyway. What do you care? You're already making yourself miserable. Doesn't matter to you if make Ellen miserable too?
So make your choice. Will you promise that it's over with Damien?
Look, these two have been here since the beginning. Purple fucking People Eater has only been around for a little bit, so... I promise. Fine. If that one is what it takes, I promise to never speak to Damien again. The year's almost over anyway, and since he can't come to the ball, they're not going to see him with me, even if I meet up with him in just the summer.
Thank you.
She grabs me into a hug.
I'm sorry we've been horrible. I was worried. Now everything's going to be okay and we can...
Work on finishing this exam?
Right.
Let's see which way... Let's say we see which way you need to go. She casts a spell and the air around swells faintly. Huh, that's strange. That usually gives me a direction.
I guess we'll have to look our hard way. The crystal has to be around here somewhere.
This place is huge, and we have a time limit. We need a plan. Virginia and Ellen, I have an idea. I have an idea. They both stop and look at each other.
We need to find the crystal, and that's the goal. So that's how we win.
We need to find the boss monster. There's bound to be one. If we don't handle the main threat, he could sneak up on us. No. Ellen's right. The crystal is It's the crystal that matters. We could defeat dozens of monsters and still fail the exam if we don't reach the goal in time. I don't know about dozens, but I'd like to try.
Some other time.
Sure, fine. How do we do this? I
don't know how big this place is, but it's obviously pretty big. If there's a time limit, I think the trick there is going to be figuring out how to search most efficiently. Do you guys know fast speech?
No. I do.
Great. Then what we need to do is both connect to Virginia now, while we're all in the same place, and then keep that connection going. That way we can split up and keep in touch.
Okay. I concentrate. Virginia suddenly laughs. You guys are making my brain tickle. How long will this last for?
I'm not sure, but if the connection drops, stop what you're doing and hold still. That way you'll still be in a known location we can reestablish. Anyway, we should move out. There are probably traps, so don't run and use detection spells if you have them. And if you see anything crystals, monsters, anything, stay still and think it.
Let's go. We split up moving through the darkness. There's an awful lot of darkness out there. If I do use any detection spells, I'll have to cast them many times over and over to do any good. Not right now. It'll be a waste to cast all my spells into the dark. I have nothing left in a real challenge so I'll save my magic for now. Cautiously, I pick my way through the shadows, keeping my mind tuned to the occasional feedback from my roommates. All of a sudden, the floor shifts under my feet and invisible knives slice at my legs. That hurt. Now I'm at Trap, I got caught. Caught my leg. I'm okay now. Yeah, I cast a quick healing spell and feel better. After a while, the mental connection between me and Virginia appears to fade, and then finally snaps. Luckily, I'm able to cast Far Speak again, and carry on. I'm running out of magic really quick. We keep around comparing notes and what we're seeing, and at long last we strike pay dirt. There's a strong magical signature in one direction, which must be the crystal that we're looking for. Unfortunately, there's also a group of monsters in the nearby vicinity. We can go around them, but if we get to the crystal, they'll probably notice us. Ellen insists that violence is not the best answer, but there are too many of them to teleport them away. Someone will have to act as a lure to get them to leave the crystal alone. And naturally, since I'm the best runner around, the job of bait falls to me. My job is to find the monsters and get close enough for them to notice me, and then run like a rabbit. And when I get far enough, Ellen will teleport me. Of course, that sounds a lot easier as a plan than when I've actually got shadows snapping at my heels. I'm pretty fast, but so are they, and I might need to slow down so the teleport can grab me safely. No! One of them manages to slash me up with claws. Hurry up, Ellen! Finally, I feel the teleportation take hold.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
So this is it.
Looks magical, alright. How do we make it work?
I don't know. She said we put our energy into it.
Look, there are little indentations all around the edge. We put our hands there. Virginia steps closer and touches the rim of the pedestal. Energy sparkles to life with the crystal. My turn now. I feel a strange rushing sensation of the power flows out of me into the crystal. Finally, Ellen approaches the crystal. When she touches it, it throbs with light. Did we do it? A familiar sensation of teleportation washes over us. We find ourselves standing in the sunlight under the main quad.
Congratulations, all of you. You have successfully completed your freshman year. That will be 5 merits to each of you. Now go and relax. You have a dance coming up to enjoy.
We did it. We're done. There are no classes today or tomorrow. Everyone's relaxing, making plans for the dance, getting their pictures taken for the yearbook. Funny, at my old school, picture day was near the beginning of the year. But here it's almost literally last minute, or the whole thing has to be finished overnight. This is it, the last day. After the dance, my parents will come and take me home. I don't have a date for the dance, but that doesn't mean I can't go. I'll find some way to entertain myself. So now I need to get ready. Oh. Party dress? Put it on. We wanna put... Yeah? Oh. Put it on. Oh, we can change the dress's color. Blech. Oh yeah. In the evening, we arrive at the freshly decorated gym in my finery alone. The ceiling shimmers with translucent rainbow spheres, like enormous soap bubbles that never burst. The walls are masked with crumbling ivy and the stage is surrounded with flowers. The girl standing up on stage, I believe that's Corinna, a senior from Snake Hall, wears a long white dress and a wreath of flowers and silver stars. The dancing hasn't begun. Every guest must process across the floor, one or alone or as a couple, sometimes 3s and 4s, of the stage, bow or curtsy before the Queen of the May, and she welcomes her under her court. And then we stand aside for the entrance and watch in silence. I suppose it means everyone has a chance to be seen in their fancy clothes. The very last girl who walks up the aisle and... The very last girl that walked up the aisle and junior that I don't know, whose hair is both blonde and pink at the same time. Instead of just curtsying before the stage, she walks up the stairs and kneels before Corinna, who places the crown of flowers on her head. Everyone applauds, then the music begins. The floor fills with romantic partners spinning this way and that way. There's Minnie and Kyo, and there's Ellen and Donald. Wait, when did that happen? Oh well. It's a really lovely dance. Everything is sparkling, even refreshments. I only wish I had someone to share it with. Aww. I slip out early from the festivities to go for a walk. It's calm out here, and I can still hear the music of the dance in the distance, but without being buffeted by happy couples. I take a seat in one of the benches and look up at the stars and sigh. Why couldn't have things been different? Linda? I turn, to find someone unexpected standing there. I leap to my feet, his name on my lips, and then suddenly freeze with my mouth half open. I'd almost forgotten I promised my roommate that I'd never speak to him again. I wasn't even thinking about it, but it seems like my lips remembered more than my mind does. It's actually hard to talk. I need to take a deep breath and clear my throat and try again. Why does it feel so difficult? We made a promise to our friends. And even though he's wearing a sick outfit, we made a promise. Ran away. I swore a solemn oath. I'm not sure I should break up with that. I'm not sure I should break it now. But what is he doing here anyway? There's supposed to be wards keeping him out. Maybe it's a trap. I shake my head at Damien without a word and run back to the safety of the dance. I'll write a letter to Damien later. For tonight, I'll dance with my fellow students. And so the school year came to an end. Aww. We were freshmen no longer. Over the summer, we would look back at our yearbooks and remember the years we had, remember the friends we had made while thinking about the adventures still to come. There's a lot of magic out there waiting. Aw, Linda LaQueer. Romantic romance, future career, plotting world domination, voted most likely to pick hot food without... I do that on a daily basis. Thanks for being a great roommate. Oh, is that how many friends we made? Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, guys, thank you for watching. My name is Faust. This has been super effective. Maybe we'll play the other romance lines or other storylines on my gaming channel. Maybe. I don't know. This has been nice. I'm glad we finally got this done. Thank you for watching.